something that I wanted to see to get it off of that small creep. But look at this, the Shadow Shaman's actually here. Hoping to maybe take down the Storm Spirit, and he can do it. He's got 2 points in the Shackle. The Silencer is here though. The Magnus also making his way here. GH is gonna come as well on the puck. Now they're gonna fight the Shadow Shaman, and that might have been a bit more than what NIGMA Galaxy bargained for. They wanted to just make sure that maybe they can prevent Noob from in this match. To keep in mind, they made it so that health amplification is now a single stack. Excuse me, have to hold on to that hunt. The top lane, they actually make a move for the Dragon Knight. Evo goes back to base, gets full mana, TP's up top, and they take down Ghost. Damage. It's now bottom. I hear a Hex come through. The Shadow Shaman is here. Yamish wants to get active, but he might have again bitten off more than he can chew as he gets skewered into the tower. Baboka. Perfect placement coming out from him, but Sumail is on the chase here, and he's got a lot of mana to work with. Stampede's gonna come through, it's gonna save the Muerta, and they even find Doom. Noob gets taken down here as Fly walks away from that engagement, and Evo in the meantime cleans up GH in the mid lane. YAKULT brothers playing this one out really well, but Sumail, he gets a haste shoot. He's gonna try and take down the Storm. He's got Arcane Boots coming up in a moment. He should be able to get Evo, but Evo juking left and right. They did have vision on him though with the Observer Watch, so Sumail will eventually get the kill. This is artifact of choice. Well, in the mid lane, GH gonna get died again on the button. Now Emo is here. It's gonna be another Galvanized stack for the Storm Spirit, but Ghost actually TP's in. He's got maxed out Worm's Wrath, and this Silencer is gonna be dropping to the right flanks coming out from the DK. Yeah, the Muerta was already top. She's making her way back towards the bottom lane. You can see the chase coming out from the Doom. Fly has to be a bit careful here. Fleshrack. The smoke's gonna break, and well, the Global Silence was at the ready. RP comes through as well. This time around, NIGMA Galaxy biting off more than they can chew. And the teamfight spells are perfectly executed. Fly with the double kill. And Yamich looks like he is also gonna fall here on the Shadow Shaman. Having a very rough game so far. Emo will pick up that kill. Another Galvanized stack for the Storm. While up top, the Centaur. Do you want to commit the Doom for him? It looks like you just might have to. The Cobalt Cup is gonna be popped here. Doom's out along with the Blade Mail, Scorched Earth, Infernal Blade. They should be able to take down the Centaur. No chance for a deny towards the neutral creeps. So he gets a revenge here, but it does cost Nether Blast. They're gonna start pressuring this bottom tower. But YAKULT brothers don't want to give this up without a fight. They've got all their heroes over. Silencer spotted out. No Global Silence for another 20 seconds. Worth the pop spears the veil. Be okay for now, and NIGMA Galaxy scrambling to get away from this tier 1. So man, he got hit by the Arcane Curse and the last one, and now Evo's here. The Storm Spirit, the Life Drink comes out, but it's too late. They take down the Leshrac once again. They will lose Fly in the meantime though, so it's gonna be a 2-for-1 exchange. And Evo, he's looking to go for the cleanup here with the Global Silence now coming through. Baboka goes in. Beautiful shockwave skewer and an RP coming out from the man. 4 cleaned up from NIGMA Galaxy. And GH is he even going to be able to TP out? Oh, a bit too late on the hoof stop from the Centaur. The only survivor of that massacre being this potential for NIGMA Galaxy to get something done with that. But at the mid lane, they spot out GH once again. The slows are there from the Silencer with the last one and the Arcane Curse. Baboka goes in. He's got level 9 on the Magnus. He's got the return shockwave online already. Smoke up here though from the side of YAKULT brothers. Thinking about moving into Rosh, but okay, Baboka, he spots out the puck now. He commits the RP. They're gonna fight GH. For him along with the double racers, looking to go straight for the pipe. A lot of magic damage from YAKULT brothers, so understandable. But mid lane they spot out Yamich. They're gonna break their smoke for him, pick up this kill on the Shadow Shaman. They're gonna call it a day and try and take down this tier 1. The tower damage from the side of YAKULT brothers is a bit lacking. Without the side of the Shadow Shaman, can be a bit hard to control heroes at this point because you don't have the Blink Dagger up on the Dragon Knights when it's the negotiations. Not there. Oh, the neutrals trying to be a part of Dream League Season 26 with the congregations. Oh, excuse me, the tendrils of the deep, but there's a fight available. Beautiful RP though once again from Baboka, catching out the 2 heroes, curing them back into the ranks of YAKULT brothers. They'll take down Yamich here. And now, Noob with the Glimmer Cape trying to survive, but that just means that Sumail's not gonna have it to use on himself. Sure, the Noob is alive now, but what on earth can he get done? Muerta dropping really low, and once again it's Baboka with the shockwave and the skewer. Fly finds himself a double kill. They clean up the Serpent Wards. They lose the Aegis, but they get 3 massive kills on the side of YAKULT brothers. 6 kills. Or haste, I don't know how that saying goes. But finally, Blink Dagger is up on the Dragon Knight. They're gonna settle for the easier kill on the Silence, opting not to go for Evo. But Evo, he's got potentially set up for the kill. Yeah, he saw him. Alright, but okay, doesn't look like he's gonna go for him. Oh, instead the Storm, he's gonna find the Pugna here. GH in some trouble. Shield Root available for Evo as well. They try to warp the water to keep him alive. Nice Hoof Stomp coming through from the center to buy some time, but it's a bit too late. The Dragon Knight came in with the Blink Dagger, so they're gonna shut down the Storm Spirit at last. Take away 3 Galvanized stacks off him. No Global Silence up for another 12 seconds. They're quick about it, they might find Maboka. Maboka is not really the ideal target. Sure, you're gonna take out the Magnus, he's dead for 50, but it's gonna be about finding more to do. Okay, well, that's a good Hurricane backwards on the Silencer. And my god, look at the awareness from the Silencer. He called his courier over to take the gem and take it back to base. NIGMA Galaxy, they get the kill on Silencer, but they do not get the gem. Great awareness from YAKULT brothers. Firing on all cylinders. Sure, they're losing. Get the Hex off and break the Linkage at the perfect time.
Regeneration.
Evo, I think he spots out the Shaman and he's gonna go for it. Nice link back by Damage though. It's gonna buy them some time. Centaur's gonna go in to secure the kill. The track is here. Good Nibblecade, but it's not enough. They take down the Shadow Shaman and now the Global Silence comes through. The skewer is there on Leshrac. Once again pulling him back into the ranks of YAKULT brothers. It's gonna be Beyond who gets himself a double kill. Anyway, smoke up on the side of YAKULT brothers. As they get their ultimates back up, they've got Stampede, Global Silence, and RP. It's gonna be GH to break the smoke, though. Glimmer Cape's out along with the post up. The Centaur catches it still. And man, the Muerta just rips through the Pugna. So much damage available from Fly. The smoke up now from NIGMA Galaxy into every single ultimate from YAKULT brothers. Again, I don't know how they're gonna take this fight without killing off the Silencer or the Centaur first. They're gonna bait out the Invis Rune. YAKULT brothers gonna take the bait. Well, they spot out. Ghost, the stun is out. Can they connect? Yes, the Electric Vortex comes through in time. RP out onto 2 as well on the backline. But Ghost, he's healing back up. He's got a full Satanic finished up and he's gonna go back up to full here. As the Doom goes in, the Silencer dropping low. They're gonna clean him up. YAKULT brothers, not the initiation that they were looking for. They did not have the damage to take down Ghost on the Dragon Knight. And now Fly could be in some trouble. Has the TP out at the ready, but Noob is not gonna let him get away from him this time around. Split Earth comes through, and NIGMA Galaxy will put the Muerta 6 feet under, 3rd time in this game. Unable to find the Dragon Knight there. Sorry, the Storm, excuse me, I hear an RP though, and it's out onto the left track. They're gonna skewer him back into the base. Centaur's here with the Hoof Stomp. Global Silence is committed. They will take down Sumail, the only member of NIGMA Galaxy who did not have buyback. Look at this, NIGMA Galaxy, they're gonna try and make a move, and this time around it is perfect, but the Centaur, he comes in the nick of time to save his teammate. It might cost him his life. He's popping the Stampede, trying to run away, peek, and he's out from Evo. Evo is gonna come back for round number 2, but the Doom is gonna get dropped on him. Evo now has to retreat, as the Silence is upon him, but they take down the Doom the 2nd time around. Muerta, with the Pierce the Veil still going on, is now going to take down the Dragon Knight. Everyone from NIGMA Galaxy falling to Fly. As YAKULT brothers looking out for each other. Brothers in the... Oh, Evo though jumps in, spots out the Pugna underneath his tier 4, and they're going to clean him up. Nothing the Pugna can do to survive then. The damage of just a bit too much. The Centaur might be a bit too deep though. The dude is going to be out on him. Forced off to push him out of dodge and get it back towards safety. But once again, it is Maboka, the man on the Magnus, doing the work. Leshrac pops the Bloodstone, but he can't heal through all this damage. It's just a bit too much. Ultra kill for Evo. And man, YAKULT brothers, what? It can't keep your towers alive. The banner has been dropped, the creeps are invulnerable, Yavich is hiding in the trees looking for the perfect jump, but it's gonna be hard to find, and NIGMA Galaxy, they need to do something here. They're gonna smoke up YAKULT brothers. They're gonna go in, they're gonna find Yavich. The Shadow Shaman, who does not have buyback, has been spotted. The Doom goes in though, he's gonna doom up the Centaur. They're gonna try and take down the Muerta for once, but They're just not able to do any damage over to him. He gets out, healing back up with the Aghanim shot. Evo finding himself double killer here. Another RP. It's out onto 2. It's onto the Silence and the Dragon Knight. In the backlines in the meantime, Leshrac getting cleaned up as well. Fly with a triple kill. Another round of buybacks committed from the side of NIGMA Galaxy, but you don't have your supports. And there's still a refresher off available for the West. Now once again a skewer out on the coast. GG's get dropped. NIGMA Galaxy, they tap out. Elder Titan reducing all the magic resistance. If you don't have enough regen, then eventually you just can't close the gap like GH is unable to at the moment, and you can't zone. You can see the turret really suffering its CS. It's a good flame break backwards. Tied forward by the Phoenix. They might just get GH. Your blood grenades popped and it's beyond. Who gets first blood on the Phoenix? GH again dropping really low on the Elder Titan. 6 stacks napalm, but each napalm has half effectiveness compared to before, so it's still pretty much... Oh! Oh no, what the hell happened mid? Evo? Securing the bounty rune. Tusk is here though, and they could find Maboka on the Batrider. He does not have Firefly. He could be in some trouble. Nice flame break, it's going to create some distance, but GH was hot on the case. This is deconstruction Elder Titan. There's a lot of minus armor coming through, but Beyond is here as well. And the Ember Spirit comes in with the Remnant. Sure, they lost Maboka, but they found the return kill on the Elder Titan, and the Metamorphosis was forced out from the Terrorblade as well. Down bottom, the Centaur has his level 6. Let's see if NIGMA Galaxy want to get something done with it. The Tusk has moved in. Doesn't have the Walrus Punch or a lot of disables, just the Snowball, but they're going to try and commit with the coil and take down Evo here. He's got Fairy Fire and a wand. Can they kill him off? He's got Remnants, but he cannot get it off at the right time. Yamish is able to pick up the kill. They'll get revenge for Samel in the mid lane. Taking down Emo. Regen Rune is gonna be denied by Maboka, but again the Elder Titan closing in the gaps. A lot of minus armor onto the Batrider. It will be taken off eventually. But wait, Yamish going in on the Tusk. This is gonna be another kill for NIGMA Galaxy. Killing spree for the Tusk. The Phoenix, level 6. And supports are closing in here. You could be in a lot of trouble. Snowball's out from Yamish. Egg is gonna be forced. And can they take down the Egg? I think they might be able to. Yeah, they kill off the Phoenix. Beyond's dead, but Evo, he's here on the Ember. Double kill for him. This man playing the piano while being on the Ember Spirit. Just beautiful remnants from him. It's gonna be a triple kill for Evo as he gets the cleanup. Beautiful stuff out from this man. Surprise, folks. For the first time, what it feels like in months, we're seeing an Ember Spirit top the network charts. Up top, though, Maboka in some trouble. The Tusk was there, and they get the kill on the Batrider. Gonna have a really solid time now. He's gonna pop the double damage rune. They're gonna get something done with it. Try and take down GH. Searing Change is there to stop the Stampede. The Elder Titan is not going to be able to get away. Sleight of Fist coming back off cooldown. The Cobalt Cup is popped, but the damage from the DD a bit too much. They get the kill onto GH. It's enough coil. You can maybe even follow it up with the Hoof Stomp and the Split Earth or the Earth Splitter? The Earth Splitter. There you go. And it is problematic. YAKULT brothers, they are going to take the ancient stacks. NIGMA Galaxy will try and contest to punish them at the very least. They'll find Maboka. Nice Searing Shades out from Evo though. And the Egg is going to come through. They're going to take down Sumel. A perfectly timed TP from the Morphling enables the turnaround from the side of YAKULT brothers. As the Tusk is going to get taken down here as well. The Sister Shroud not going to do all that much. Emo on a mega kill, just popping off on the Ember.
Don't look now, but
He bought out the Cornucopia and he's actually thinking of going for the Orchid and swap. No Dust, no Sentry Ward. They don't get the Batrider. Gets away with the Invis Rune, but they do find the Observer Ward. So, get something off of that coil. It's not ideal. And Yamich, you are too deep, my friend. He could be in some trouble. Searing Chains out onto Samel. Snowball comes through, but it's an aggressive one. And well, the Centaur and the Terrorblade are here. They're going to try and take down the YAKULT brothers heroes. They're going to be successful in taking down the Ember, and the Ringmaster Egg is not going to get popped here. Yamish is going to find a double kill. YAKULT brothers losing 3 in the mid lane. Stomp, but YAKULT brothers, they're going to find the Arcane Rune and call it a day, it seems. Going to go through with the Smoke Gank, but up top, the Morphling might be in some trouble here. They spot him out, and well, you can't shift fast enough to deal with that. Just a bit too much damage coming out with the tag team, and the Demon Zeal from the Terrorblade. They kill off Fly. Huge kill for the side of NIGMA. Question is, where does Emo go from here? Not too sure, but top lane, Lasso is out from the Batrider, but he can't pull the targets back enough nearly quickly. Green coils out from Sumail, escape back keeping the Ringmaster alive, but the Earth Splitter is coming through. It's going to connect onto 3, but it doesn't kill off anyone. The egg is going to come through at the end of it all, and Fly is here on the morph lane. Emo jumping in with the Remnants again, looking to take down Sumail. Sumail dropping really low, and they will get the puck. The Centaur going to be next. The Searing Chains is out as YAKULT brothers, they keep the Phoenix alive. The egg goes through, and NIGMA Galaxy, they committed all their spells, but they didn't find anyone. And they're even going to pick up GH at the end of it all. Emo with the Arcane Rune. And the tough start the fight on him. NIGMA Galaxy going to still try and get something done. 20 minutes Wisdom Shrine timing. And the Ringmaster tried to get off the escape act, but he was a bit too late to react. They will not get the Wisdom Shrine, but they find Ringmaster, and they're going to drop a few Observer Wards here. Evil's going to come in on the Ember. Silence is out on the Tusk, and the rest of NIGMA Galaxy were doing Roshan, but a Dream Coil is going to be dropped. It's going to keep the members of YAKULT brothers at bay. NIGMA Galaxy looking to get the retreat. But mid lane, they seem to catch out the Ember. The Ember still has the Aegis. They're trying to prevent him from getting the Arcane Rune, but he will be able to pick it up. The Dream Coil is going to be committed. Emo drops a Remnant, but it doesn't travel all that far. NIGMA Galaxy, they pop the Aegis, and they're going to be happy with what they found. But a smoke up here from YAKULT brothers. They want to try and punish this. They've got good vision in the jungle. They see Yamich on the Tusk. Do they want to settle for him, or do they want to go for the bigger kill on the Centaur? And well, they are going to go for the Centaur here. This time around, they've got more than enough damage with the Batrider. But the save, it's there from the Tusk. The Snowball's going to keep the Centaur alive. He's trying to turn it around with the Hoopstop. The Morph Blade still right-clicking away. Will be able to clean up the kill. Emo had a couple of Remnants out, and he's going to be fine. Morph Blade turns into the Terror Blade, and they're going to try and take down Fly here. Silence is out from Sumail, but the Mantis Style and the Waveform going to keep Fly healthy for the time being. And now Emo wants to go back in, looking for the Searing Chains, but it only connects onto a bunch of illusions. The Phoenix goes forward with the egg, though, and now they've got the Silence out onto the Terror Blade. The knockback is there from the Flame Ring. Can they take out the Terror Blade? Yes, they can. As Yamish tries to turn it around with the Walrus Punch, but it's too little too late. YAKULT brothers. Those skirmishers make sure the cores are doing okay, but that hasn't been the case so far. Smoke to maybe try and change that. And they're going to spot out the Centaur. The chains are going to come through. They're going to commit the lasso and try and take down the Centaur. But he's surviving. The Gale Guard's there. Snowball's out. And the Scotty has been finished off from the Terror Blade. Emo going to pop the BKB. Breaks the Green Coil. Cleans up the Centaur. On the backline, so beautiful Earthsplit out onto the Phoenix. The egg never came through for YAKULT brothers. And now it's time to retreat. Can't stand toe-to-toe against the rest of the members of NIGMA, but they will find Yamich here. So Emo's gonna get himself a double kill. Again, an overall loss for YAKULT brothers, but they find some sprinkles on top of the Sunday, and oh, okay, well, Emo goes in, he even gets the kill onto Sumail. A triple kill for this man. Somehow, it's always Emo who's getting the job done in these games. Plus 280, that's 680 damage every 10 seconds. Not to mention the Sleight of Fist, the Remnants, or anything else that Emo might throw into the mix. This Ember does do a lot of damage. They're smoked up by NIGMA Galaxy as they walk up the high ground. They're going to spot out the Ringmaster, holding on to the escape back as long as possible. Because the backlines, they found Sumail. Sumail's going to get cleaned up here. The Hex was out from the Phoenix, and they're still holding on to the egg. As YAKULT brothers going to slow down the pace of this game. The buyback comes through from the Ringmaster. And YAKULT brothers, do they want to chase? They've got Emo at the ready, but he doesn't have any more remnants remaining. So, or Rosh if need be, but for now he's going to be shoving out the way. We'll see if YAKULT brothers want to make a play. In the meantime, we try and punish the side of NIGMA Galaxy. And well, they do catch out the Centaur with the Searing Chains. They hex up the Tusk as well. They're going to try and clean up the Ember. The Ember a bit too far forward this time around. The Chain Stuns were there, no chance to pop the BKB. And now YAKULT brothers, they need to call it a day, but Momoka actually goes in. He gets the lasso off onto the Terror Blade. The egg is out along with the Sunray. The Wheel of Wonder daunting up the TV, but he's surviving. Sliver of HP, full stuff out. He's going to sunder GH and go back up to full. But can YAKULT brothers get the clean up? NIGMA Galaxy, they're still really healthy, and a lot of their heroes, and they found the Phoenix as well. YAKULT brothers have lost 2 cores over the course of this team fight. The Earth Splitter is going to come through. It's going to cut off the escape route for the Mac Rider, but Fly is slowly but surely getting the clean up. The Terrorblade now starting to drop low as well. They're going to find the kill, but Boka goes in. But it's still Ollie who somehow gets the credit for that one. Echo Stomp out onto the Morphling. Attribute shoved up to strength. That sets up for the Walrus Punch. So they eventually get Fly, but it does cost them a buyback, and they don't have the Terrorblade. The Ringmaster also going to continue to be a nuisance. One coming back up soon. He will have the escape active DP, but he jukes them with the Glimmer Cape first. Looking for the TP out. Snowball and Punch is both available. Yamish uses the latter to clean up the Ringmaster. Nemo once again going to drop the Remnant. Morphling turns into the TV though, and that's an opportunity for the center to go in. Lotus Orb is going to keep the back rider held in place as they're going to lose for Boka. And Gem actually hits the deck here. NIGMA Galaxy can now start to move forward, maybe try and find some more kills. But they still have to be careful of the Morphling. Searing Chains is out from the Ember and they clean up the Tusk. Attribute Ship is going to be out from the Morphling, but the Eye of Skadi from the Terrorblade going to reduce some of that regen. Somehow the Morphling is still surviving though, and he still has the Aegis. Fly. He's gonna survive through all of that. Yakult brothers, sure, they lost their Bat Rider, but they got the Tusk in turn. Up for the taking, but Yakult brothers are not really gonna try and go for it. They need to hold on to their base because the illusions are pushing in. Back towards the river, though they managed to catch out Emo on the Ember. The Dream Coil and the Echo Stomp and the Punch all committed. They find the Ember and he's got no buyback. He just bought out the Octarine. He's gonna be up for grabs here. They spot out the Centaur though, and Fly actually goes in. The lasso's out from the Boka, but the Punch is there as counter initiation from the side of the Tusk, and the Morphling gets blown up in that fight. The Earth Splitter was there. They clean up Fly. He does have buyback, but they're gonna find the Centaur and the Tusk in turn. Egg is committed though, and the Gem has hit the deck from the side of NIGMA Galaxy. That was Yakult Brothers' Gem themselves, but out they carry. They don't really feel comfortable taking this fight. There is a Refresher Orb available onto the Phoenix though, and they are going to pop it. They're going to still try and contest NIGMA Galaxy. NIGMA Galaxy have to respect that Refresher from the Phoenix. Actually, a 5-head thing to do is to buy a Lincoln Sphere so you can actually initiate on the guy with the Lotus. The spell, when it gets reflected, will just pop your Lincoln Sphere and you're going to be okay. Oh, they spot out the Tusk though, and the Tusk does have the buyback. The smoke breaks, but this might give Yakult Brothers the opportunity to take the Aegis. Morphling just gonna look to pop the Roar. I hear a Dream Call though in the back line. It is out onto Emo. The Outpost staff keeping him alive for a little while longer, but there's the escape back. It'll be okay for the time being, but the Ringmaster is gonna pay the price for the Ember Spirit sins. Like Jesus Christ, he sacrifices himself for the greater good of others. And NIGMA Galaxy gonna move into the pit as a result. Ringmaster buying back though. They spot out the Puck again, who got chained up, and the Puck could be in some trouble. The Lincoln Sphere has been popped, but they go in onto the Morphling. Fly has to deal with the Centaur jumping in. Yamcha is also now in on the Tusk. They take down the Phoenix. The Phoenix is no buyback, 80 seconds without Beyond. The Shard's blocking the Morphling, but the Hurricane Pike allows him to get through it. You got Ringmaster, who can poke and prod from afar. But I hear a lasso. It is out onto the Elder Titan. They're going to go for the easier kill first. They take out GH. The Elder Titan down for 70. And that's actually going to open up the playing field for Morphling, because now you're no longer worried about the natural order. You can go in, and you don't have to be too worried about an illusion taking you down 100 to 0 from the Terrorblade of the Reflection. NIGMA Galaxy trying to take down these tier 3s, but it's extremely labored without GH around. And in fact, Yakult Brothers, they're gonna try and jump in. Oh my god, that was a ton of remnants out from Ewa. He's gonna get instantly hexed up, but he gets the BKB off after the fact. And they're gonna take down the Terrorblade. The ones they lost the Centaur though, and that's a big kill. As the Morphling transforms into the Terrorblade, the Puck is gonna be slapped up. The follow-up X is there. A second X comes through from beyond. The Earth Splitter drop. They're gonna lose the Ember, who does not have buyback. As NIGMA Galaxy gonna try and disengage. Your Sundial's out from the Terrorblade. It's onto the Morphling, but the Morphling still survive with the attribute shift. They kill off Yamich. Tusk has no buyback for 100 seconds. And NIGMA Galaxy, that was the Aegis and Cheese committed by them. Satanic done now on top of the MKB. They're gonna spot out the Boga here. They're gonna go in for the play. Terrorwave comes through, but the BKB was popped. Material as well from the Bat Rider, so he cannot be right-clicked anymore. dragging the Tusk back towards the arms of YAKULT brothers. Yamish does have buyback, but he's lost the gem. And Metamorphosis was committed by the Terror Blade. Oh no, excuse me, that was just the Terror Wave. That wasn't the Metamorphosis. It's coming back up. Actually, it's available already, and now that they've dropped Dream Ball, he might actually pop it. But the Hex is out from the Ember. They're trying to change down the Terror Blade up, but the escape factor is going to be there. It's going to keep the Ember alive for now. It's Terror Blade versus Terror Blade. The Morphling is a superior Terror Blade. With the help of the Sunray, they take out Ghost. Yamish bought back, but it's all for naught as NIGMA Galaxy scramble to run away from the clutches of YAKULT brothers. Sumail gonna get hexed up, silenced as well by the York. That's the puck down for another 90 seconds. And YAKULT brothers just might have done it. Roshan not up for another 40 seconds, but they should have otherwise. And YAKULT brothers, they're gonna go for the safe approach. They're gonna try and take down these structures on the side of NIGMA Galaxy, prompting them to get the initiation off. The Centaur's gonna go in. Echo Storm is out as well. Can they clean up the Morphling? They don't have a lot of damage to the Terror Blade being in the fountain still, but they caught out the Tusk. Yamish doesn't have buyback. He's dead. 120 seconds without their position 4, and now they might lose Noob too, but he gets the BKB off along with the Stampede, and he was going to be kept alive with the escape back. Nice Earth Splitter coming through from the Elder Titan. They take out the Ember Spirit, but he has buyback and a Remnant at the ready. Waveform and teleport out though. Looks like Fly will get away from this. The Phoenix is not going to be so lucky though. The Centaur catches him out, and that's 2 dead for the side of YAKULT brothers. NIGMA Galaxy, they don't have one on the puck. The Centaur does have one, but the Tusk does not, and that could be problematic. Emo standing on the front lines, feeling confident, has the BKB, but they go with the Water Sponge. And Storm trying to burst out the Ember. They're going to take him down the once. The Ringmaster also going to be cleaned up. They both have buybacks still, and they can fight if they want to. And they might have to commit their buybacks here, because Rosh is up for the taking, and NIGMA Galaxy going to move into the pit. 60 minutes into the game, tier 5 neutral items are going to be up, so you have a choice to make on YAKULT brothers. Do you contest the Rosh, or do you go for the neutral items? And it seems like it's going to be the latter. The Metamorphosis committed. They're going to slowly take down this tier 3 and work the buildings on the side of YAKULT brothers. Aeon is going to be popped. Phoenix commits the BKB. Batrider goes in with the lasso. They caught out the Terror Blade. Do they have a secondary lasso? Well, they do not. It is going to be on cooldown. The Earth Splitter going to deal a lot of damage over. Fly. Still has the buyback at the ready, and Sumail went in with the coin. The second egg is going to come through. Can they take down Beyond on the Phoenix? He's dead. 120 seconds without the buyback. They also found the Morphling. The Morphling is going to buy back into this one. The Terror Blade dropping really low, but he is surviving. The Sunder is going to be out. The Batrider slowed down his turn rate, so he looked a little bit funny while he was doing a 360 no-scope. But he eventually gets his HP back up. And now Emo looking like he's in some trouble. First off forward, Emo is dead, but he's going to come back with round number 2. The buyback's out. Kick back onto the Morphling, and the Morphling's down without buyback. The Ember is dead. YAKULT brothers, they're going to lose game number 2. GG's going to get dropped. NIGMA Galaxy run a marathon. But in the end, they get the job done as they take down the Ancient. And we are going to go to a game number 3. Gladiators, so they really need this win against the side of YAKULT brothers. To pick up something like the Blink Dagger first. And Noob is actually the one who fights first blood down bottom. They take down the Terror Blade. And that's going to be a huge kill for NIGMA Galaxy. And oh, what the hell is happening? Again, Fly. He just drops. Noob found the kill on the Terror Blade. I'm not too sure what's going on in this lane. Mid lane. Emo does it level 6, but Sumail's gonna get his as well. Power Rune spawn, it's actually GH who picks up the haste. I don't know if he can get much done with it. Baboka can stand his ground and fight. Oh, okay. Jump forward by the Void Spirit. Flame Break to knock him back, but Trample Maze is out. GH still dropping low, and they gotta find the kill. Emo picks it up with the second Astral Step. GH pays a hefty price for stealing that rune away from Void Spirit. Quite heavily. But, yeah, this is gonna start to get problematic. Noob, he's diving again on the Bristleback. 5 stacks of Nasal Goo on the Terror Blade. Stomp, off the mark. Yamish is here on the Earthshaker. He's got level 4. The DB, still level 5.5. No chance for him to get close enough to the Sunder. Yamish is gonna get taken out here though, with Emo coming in, but Emo pays the price himself. Noob able to clean up the Void Spirit. Off to a really solid start on the Bristleback, and he's not done yet. He's still got a Lotus. He's thinking of taking down the Elder Titan. The Terror Blade gonna make him reconsider. He's gonna pop the Lotus. He's dropping really low, and the Metamorphosis is gonna run out. So the Bristleback continue farming away. But now GH, he is here on the Dark Willow, trying to get on the right click, but he cannot. Oh man, the Dark Willow is going to get stopped by the Echo Stomp, and now Baboka is here on the Batrider. GH, he walked his way back towards the bottom lane. With the last final Blood Grenade, he tries to take down the Terrorblade, but no such luck. They keep the Terrorblade alive this time around, YAKULT brothers. And while this was happening... How did... Yamich gets the kill on the Terrorblade. This is an awful start for Fly. What on earth is going on? Okay, well... NIGMA Galaxy are going to be very happy with the state of this bottom lane. Yamich actually with the body blocks. Baboka has no mana. He's going to be falling here as Ghost comes in on the Kunkka. They catch out the Batrider with the X marks the spot in the torrent. And down goes Baboka. Yamich is going to pick up the double damage rune as in the mid lane. They're going to try and take down GH on the Dark Willow. 2 steps still remaining for the Void Spirit. Nice Resonant Pulse comes out at the perfect time. Gives him a barrier, but it's going to be it. And Noob, he's actually waiting in the triangle. This Bristleback is just going absolutely ham in this game. Noob, much unlike his name, is actually quite the Dota player. Getting himself a double kill. It's a mega kill for Noob 10.5 minutes in. I'm gonna own this game.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks. That's it for Radiant's middle tower.
They catch out Ghost on the Kunkka. The Earth Split is going to be there. The Elemental is going to try and deny himself to the neutrals, but he's actually surviving. Yamich is going to get the Fissure back up in a bit. Can he actually find the ET? Yes, he does. The Fissure connects. The Echo Slam popped, and it's onto a bunch of neutrals. So much damage out onto the Void Spirit. He's dead. Noob with an unstoppable streak. The Pangolier pops the Rolling Thunder. He wants to clean this fight up, but he's only going to get Yamich for the time being. And in the meantime, Kunkka, he's here as well. The Ghost Ship flies through. Sunder's available for the Terrorblade. Can they take down the Bristleback? Noob dropping. No, they will finally put an end to this madness. The Bristleback gives away nearly 1,000 gold over to the side of YAKULT brothers. As NIGMA Galaxy realize it's time to run. Ghost gonna pop the X marks the spot. Swashbuckle coming back up soon for the Pangolier, but the Bramble Maze will keep them at bay. Question is, do you want to commit for this kill? Certainly thinking about it on the Pangolier, but Sumel's here on the Tinker. He's going to drop down a defense matrix. It's only level 1. They can probably still find the Kunkka. He is going to pop the Ghost Ship. He's going to come through from him. Spirit Vessel's out onto the Kunkka. He's dropping really low. And with that Earth Spirit, they should be eventually able to find the kill. They even commit the last just to ensure that they get it. Fissure's out from Yamich. He's looking to walk in for the Echo Slam, but he's not finding a valid target just yet. Sumel's going to come in on the Tinker though. He's going to try and take down the Void Spirit. And well, looks like Beyond has picked up 2 kills in the meantime. The Void Spirit jumps back in with the Astral Step. And they take down a bunch of members on the side of NIGMA Galaxy. Sumel to fall. They already lost GH. Elsewhere on the map, you did lose Beyond. Sorry, not Beyond, but Baboka on the Batrider and the Elder Titan. The Bristleback's here, but again, he was invited a bit too late to the party. And if you're clumped up on YAKULT brothers, you're going to take a shitload of damage. But down bottom, Emo, GH, caught napping here. I'm not too sure what he's doing so deep in the enemy's part of the jungle. But they might find Baboka here on the Batrider. Gets spotted under an Observer Ward. He drops the lasso, but he's going to end up falling here. Rolling Thunder's out though from the Pangolier. They should be able to get Yamich on the Earthshake and they'll eventually clean him up. The Bristleback though is a different story altogether. You do have Spirit Vessel charges if you want to deal with him, but the damage might be lacking given that the Void Spirit doesn't have his Astral Steps. And Noob, he's really pushing the limits of his hero. Trying to zone the Terrorblade away from these camps, taking prizes. And to the top lane, Ghost Ship's out, but it does not connect onto the Terrorblade. The Tinker's in the trees, dropping the march to the machines, and now Noob's here as well on the Bristleback. The Terrorblade looking like he is in some real trouble here. Fisher to block him off, and the laser to clean up the kill. That's going to be Sumel's Aghanim Scepter as he finds the kill on Fly. But aware that YAKULT brothers could be making their way over here. Astral Spirit to scout things out in the pit. I hear an Echo Slam. Who is it out on? It is on the Terrorblade. He's going to get caught down. Ghost Ship's going to fly through. Can they take down the Terrorblade? Yes, they can. Sumel comes in with the Aghanim Scepter and the laser, and they've got Baboka as well in the meantime. taking down 2 heroes on the side of YAKULT Brothers, opening up Roshan. And Ghost, he's nearly done with the BKB as well. So, and soon, Void Spirit getting caught out, trying to de-ward an Observer board. He will succeed. The ward's gone. It might cost him his life though. He jumps out with the Dissimulate, but he's holding on to the Astral Steps. Terrorize being found. Failed the Bangle here. He gets stuck in the middle of the Rolling Thunder. He's still got some duration remaining on it. We'll see if they can turn things around, but no. Beyond is just going to call it a day after that failed Rolling Thunder. Yamich once again with the fissure is there, and some Mel blinking in on the Tinker with the laser, dropping heroes really, really low. Noob's going to be able to get the clean up. Beyond falls, and they're trying to go for Emo as well on the Void Spirit, who's forced to Astral Step away. Net worth lead, but runes are the great equalizer. And guess what? They're looking at Ghost, who does have the BKB, but on the backline, they actually found Yamich here. They're going to take down the Earthshaker. First Tinker also going to get caught out here. As the Void Spirit goes in, the Earth Split is out, they take down the Tinker. GH finally drops the Terrorize, but he's going to be dropping here as well. Noob getting a clean up on the support, so they've taken down the Elder Titan and the Batrider. No Lasso's going to be out. Ghost Ship already committed by the Kunkka, and he has the BKB, and he's afraid of getting sundered. Void Spirit tried to body block, but the phase boost allow the Kunkka to move through and get away from the range of the Terrorblade with the Sunder. Buybacks coming through from both sides. GH is back here, sorry, Yamch is back here. They get the Sunder off onto the Bristleback. Echo Slam committed, but it does deadly squat as everyone from the side of YAKULT Brothers is still standing. And Yamich, that buyback doesn't accomplish all that much. It does save Noob's life, but overall, YAKULT Brothers is going to be quite pleased with that engagement. It might be in Enigma Galaxy's interest to take another minute just to hit some creeps. As Yamich, he actually spots out Emo. Okay, the Echo Slam is going to be committed. Do they have the burst? Yes, they do. The Enchant Totem helps them secure the kill onto the Void Spirit. As Emo thought he was tanky, but he's not nearly tanky enough. And the Pangolier, it's going to be a Shiva's Guard for him. Noob actually walks in trying to take down Baboka, but the Rolling Thunder is out from beyond. He's causing some chaos in the back line, but Baboka is not going to survive. And Rolling Thunder, all for naught. They lose 2 supports, and Enigma Galaxy go knocking on the high ground. No longer worried about the control coming up on the side of YAKULT Brothers, but they catch out Emo. And looks like YAKULT Brothers still have to be very worried about the control that comes out from Enigma Galaxy, but the Earth Split actually turns things around. They get the Earthshaker and they get the Dark Willow. Roll up from the Pangolier, buying some time, but he's got the Rolling Thunder. And while this was happening, literally YAKULT Brothers, they lose every single hero that they have. Sumail doing so much damage on the Tinker. Emo has the Manta style, so he's not going to get caught out by that Curse Crown, but the Brambles do catch him. He's actually stepping forward. They want to try and take down GH here, but GH does have backup. Yamish throws down the fissure, but it's a moral support fissure at best because it does not connect out to anyone from YAKULT Brothers, and GH is still going to die. Courtesy of the Rolling Thunder, they get the kill onto the Dark Willow, but Smell is here on the Tinker. The Terrorblade is dropping so low. BKB is going to be popped by Ghost. They take down the Terrorblade, and that's supposed to be a position 1 getting cleaned up here by Enigma Galaxy. Smell finding himself a double kill. YAKULT Brothers, they're going to smoke up once again. 1 for the road. It's out onto the Kunkka, but it doesn't last nearly as long as it should. The Earthspin is going to be out though. That's going to be a lot of damage onto Ghost. Ghost is actually going to get taken down, but that was all your ultimates being used from the side of YAKULT Brothers. They don't have the Rolling Thunder, and Noob's been able to clean up the Batrider. Sure, you lost your carry, but the smoke's up now from Enigma Galaxy. They're going to make their way down bottom here. Things could get troublesome for YAKULT Brothers. The Pangolier is going to show himself, and there's an instant Echo Slam coming in from Yamish. Terrorize to follow through as well, trying to take down the Pangolier. They'll succeed. The Shiva's got not nearly enough to help him survive against the right clicks of Noob, who's on a warpath. Void Spirit doing what he can. Beyond considering popping the Rolling Thunder, and he's going to go in on the Pangolier. Spirit Vessel's out on the Kunkka, losing a lot of HP, but this time around the fissure is a bit off the mark. Kunkka's still tanky though. The Admiral's wrong. He is surviving on the back of that, but Batrider actually catches out the Tinker as well as the Kunkka. BKB is out from Sumail though, so he's able to survive and blink away. Kunkka, his second line going to come through, still holding on to the BKB, and they've caught out Evo. The Echo Slap comes through with the Ghost Ship. They take down the Void Spirit. And the rest of YAKULT Brothers, They've got a lot of work to do if they want to win this team fight. Sumail still standing on the front lines, dropping the march of the machines, making it very difficult for YAKULT brothers to engage on their terms. The Terrorblade dropping so low, he's down to a sliver of HP. He's looking for a valid Sunder target, and he's going to find the Tinker somehow. They're able to take down Sumail, but a buyback comes through from him. Sumail wants to get the job done. They get a clean-up coast as well on the Kunkka. Sumail is back though. And the Void Spirit might pay the price, but he hits level 20, gets that Astral Step talent, the Dissimulate talent, and he's able to disengage. The Terrorblade though, oh my god, the first damage from the Tinker, a bit too much with the Taken. They've taken out Flyfly, who's down for 80 seconds without buyback, and NIGMA Galaxy just might have done it. Emo trying to salvage what he can out of this team fight, but he's got very few allies remaining. Ghost even has the choice of committing with the buyback. Noob, he wants to try and do the work himself, though Sumail still standing his ground with the BKB on the front lines. Babuka's back up on the Batrider. He's got a lasso, and if they find Tinker here, it could be a buyback, but the Tinker blinks out. NIGMA Galaxy are going to respect the buybacks and disengage. They can wait this one out. Excuse me. Skull Basher's out from the Pangolier. They're going to try and take down Noob on the Bristleback. Nullifier's out onto it. They have the damage. They're going to clean him up, get that kill. Does cost them the Metamorphosis, the Lasso, and the Earth Splitter though, so heavy commitment from the side of YAKULT brothers. NIGMA Galaxy going to stand on YAKULT brothers' high ground. It's a high ground swap, a base exchange perhaps. A trade that YAKULT brother would happily take if there was one such available, but I hear a Blink Dagger. It's out onto GH along with the Nullifier. Shadow Realm though is going to keep the Dark Willow alive as she's able to get the disengage, but they did find Yamish is going to buy back into this fight now. Sumail standing on the front lines, popping the BKB along with the defense matrix. Survived for the time being, but the ghost ship has been committed. And they haven't found much on the side of YAKULT brothers. In fact, they just killed off Yamish once again. This could be big. NIGMA Galaxy. Nope. Standing on the front lines like the man he is. Half man, half porcupine. But he's got huevos. He's putting that to good use. The BKB comes through from the Terrorblade. They're going to try and take down Ghost here, who is isolated, but the Crimson Guard and the Assault Jar is going to keep him alive for now. The Admiral Drum gets popped, but they get GH in the meantime. He's got buyback. Tidal Wave comes through. It doesn't pull anyone back, and in fact, Sumail might be in some trouble. He popped the BKB already, but a beautiful Terrorize out from GH, allowing for the disengage to come through. It's not enough though, as they eventually still get the Tinker, and Sumail's dead without buyback. Oh, that is huge. That's 1 minute without the Tinker on the clock. And GH, he's going to pay a price for the attempt to save his mid laner's life as he gets taken out here by Beyond. YAKULT brothers, they were down, they were kicked and beaten to a pulp in the early game. But in the late... I've been keeping a lot of tabs on what the Elder Titan has picked up, but he's got an Octarine core. The Echo Stomp and the Earth Splitters on a low cooldown. X marks the spot, catches out the ET though. The Glimmer Cape. They keep it protected for a little while longer, but he eventually goes back into the waiting arms of the Kunkka, who cleans him up with the Tidebringer. Nice lasso coming out from Babuka, though he got the two of the biggest heroes. The Tinker and the Kunkka both going to be caught, but the BKBs get swapped and they take down the Batrider. He's got buyback. Elder Titan also buying back into this game, making his way back into the fight. The Terrorblade popping the BKB, looking to take down Sumail. Sumail competes in trouble. He's dead. 100 seconds, but he does have the buyback, and the Terrorblade is dropping low. In the meantime, the Earth Splitter on the backline, it catches out GH. Torrent is out from the Kunkka. It's all to do, and they've taken down the Elder Titan. No buyback from him. But the Babukas are going to come back into this fight. They're going to clean up the Pangolier as well with the buyback from Sumail. Yamish dropping really low. Yamish taken out of the fight. That is Earthshaker down for 82 seconds, but Sumail should be able to find the revenge kill. 4 stuffs out from the Batrider, but it's not enough. They've lost their 2 supports, and they don't have buybacks on either of them. Oh, it's going to be difficult. Just look at how much HP this Bristleback has. It's a full shield rune for him, along with the defense matrix. And he's got 36 bonus armor as well. They popped the Sunder, but it was a Lotus Orb, so it doesn't really do all that much. Silver Edge breaking the Bristleback as he drops low. Sumail popping the BKB in the back line. Remember, he does not have buyback, so if he falls here, it could be really problematic. But TV hits level 25, gets the Sunder cooldown talent, and all of a sudden, the Kunkka, he's on half HP. Emo chasing forward, but he doesn't have any astral steps just yet. NIGMA Galaxy looking to get the disengage. Sumail has to be careful. In particular, White Spirit jumps in, but he's a bit off the mark. Sumail actually was able to blink out. BKB's out from the Terrorblade. The Kunkka looking to go back, and Sunder's out onto the Tinker. The Tinker has to be careful. The Terrorize gets dropped from GH. The fear forcing the Terrorblade to run back towards his base as he hides his face in cowardice. They're eventually gonna take him down. Visuals out onto the Pangol here, who does not have buyback. This could be a huge kill. Beyond's down for 120 seconds without buyback. And Sumail still standing his ground. Emo dropping so low on the Void Spirit. He's got the buyback and he's going to be forced to pop it at some point as well. That's 3 deaths on the side of YAKULT brothers. The Terrorblade buying back. If you count that, that's 4 deaths in total. And they're struggling just to hold on to their last tracks here. Still standing on the front lines. Laser bouncing around, creating a huge problem. But they're slowly sieging away with the X-Box. Light Lasso out onto the Bristlebite. They're gonna catch him out, maybe kill him off the once. Yes, he is dead. The Terrorblade though, standing in the middle of a bunch of die heroes, eventually has to make his way back as the BKB times up. But it's a 4-man Echo Stomp. Split Earth coming through. Emo goes in, but there's no follow-up. Oh man. That was such a beautiful play coming out from the Elder Titan. The Terror Waves out by the Terrorblade sometimes. Sumail's in with the BKB. Looking to take him down. If he can get the Terrorblade, that could be game. But no, the Terrorblade survives the sliver of HP. He's going to make it back to base. And NIGMA Galaxy find Mega Creeps. 55 minutes into the game. It's been a long and arduous affair. But they've got it up at last. And they can finally... Max. Emo, oh, he could be in trouble. He's gonna get caught out by the Echo Stab. He's got the Divine Rapier. They cannot afford to lose him. Emo's dead. 124 seconds without the buyback, and the Kunkka picks up the Rapier. And now that the Metamorphosis has been committed from the TV, they can try and wait this out. Or they can go with the Cleave. It rips through the Terrorblade, but the Sun goes out. The BKB was popped, but again, the Terrorblade drops so low. Damage just a bit too much from the members of NIGMA Galaxy. They'll get noob eventually. But, it's not going to be straightforward. Ghost Ship flies in, but it's off the mark. Echo Stomp comes through. It's going to drop the Kunkka a bit low. Oh, Mamoka, he went in with the lasso, but it was on the Lincoln Spear. The Kunkka is going to be fine. And who do you have to thank for it? It is old man Sumail. Once a youngster, now in his late 20s, but still has the reflexes of a cat. Keeping his Kunkka safe and protected. The Terrorblade holding on to the Refresher Orb as his Metamorphosis is about to run out. But NIGMA Galaxy gonna play it slow. Emo though, looking to go in. He doesn't even have the damage even if he catches out the Tinker. The Tinker has 3.7k HP. And a Lincoln Sphere to boot, but Babuka goes in. He gets the lasso out on two, but the counter initiation is even better from Yamich with the Echo Slam. They take down Tinker the once, but Sumail has got buyback. They lost Babuka. Rolling Thunder's out from beyond, but he's not got much done with it. They only take down Sumail the once, and NIGMA Galaxy, they're still holding on to the Rapier for Kunkka. Playing it extremely safe. Taking their sweet time. The Abyssal Blade's out from... Pulls himself back with the X marks the spot. It's gonna be okay for the time being. The rest of the YAKULT brothers members smoked up inside their base while the Terrorblade deals with the creep. Smoke is gonna break though as Noob goes forward. The X marks the spot, gonna pull him back, but they took down the Terrorblade. The burst damage a bit too much from the Tinker. He will buy back though, and Fly desperately trying to hold on to his base. They don't have Glyph on the side of YAKULT brothers because they're slowly working away on their axes. A secondary Rolling Thunder now coming through with the Refresher Orb. But again, they're trying to fight into NIGMA Galaxy. They're gonna catch out Tinker. Sumail could be in some trouble, but he's got buyback on the Tinker, and he will pop it immediately. Yamich still goes in with the Echo Slam, catching out Fly. He doesn't have buyback. He's gonna pop the BKB and the Sunder on the ET, keeping him alive for now, but it's gonna cost to the support who's got the buyback. They found the Pangolier as well, or has the Pangolier found the Tinker? Well, the Tinker's gonna be fine with the BKB. Emo in some trouble as he jumped in, trying to make his way back towards the base. The Dissimulate comes through, and looks like he's gonna be okay. They're gonna take down Yamich. They take down the Tinker as well. Ghost is dead. Rapier, it's the day, but Fly's gone for the time being. The throne in jeopardy. Glyph is up. But can YAKULT brothers hold on 4v5? Here's me. Oh, wait a second. GH, he's gonna get cleaned up by the Rosh pit. As both sides are trying to take control of the Rosh area. TB walking forward. They don't have vision off him. There's no gem available. BKB popped by Coaster. That is a bit curious. But there's no punish from YAKULT brothers just yet. While this is happening, oh, they found the Elder Titan, so it's gonna be a dieback for him. Noob is the one who picks up that kill onto Wally. Level 30 on the Bristleback with the Abyssal Blade. He's got the Helm of the Undying with Boundless on it, so he's got a lot of cast range on the Viscous Nasal Goo, and in fact the Abyssal Blade. And he's got some attack range as well, but the lasso's out onto him. They're going to try and take down Noob, the ones who does have buyback. The Helm of the Undying going to keep him alive, but the control's out, so he's not going to get much done in his range form. Okay, well, Evo is also going to fall here. Does he have buyback? Yes, he does, so he can come back into this fight. They take down Noob once and force his buyback. Yamich pops his BKB. It's a complete clusterfuck in this late game, but YAKULT brothers barely keeping their head above water. But the save was not something that they've been lacking. Okay, there you go. Noob actually goes in. He hits the Ancient once and he backs up. Block of cheese going to be consumed again. I hear the lasso. It's out onto Yamich though. The Earthshaker is going to get got. He's got buyback at the ready. 98 seconds. They don't have the Earthshaker. Kunkka goes in. Oh my god, what a huge cleave. Reminds me of the good old Sing Sing days. Needs to go swish. Oh, they found Evo though. Does have buyback. And he's going to be using it when NIGMA Galaxy go into their base. So maybe NIGMA Galaxy feel like, fuck it, this is an opening. We can go get something done with it. Noob, X marks up. He's going to start working on the Ancient. Nice use after actually catching out the Bristleback. But can they take him out? Laser out from the Tinker. It's going to force the BKB from the Terrorblade. The Helm of the Undying is out from the Bristleback. He's still working away on the throne, but he will fall eventually. And NIGMA Galaxy, it's like the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. Except the immovable objects permanently in the base and the unstoppable force cannot seem to cross the tier 3 towers. Anyway, this time around, they're going to try and take down the Pangolier. He's dead, but he's got buyback. He's going to come back in. Yam is dropping low. He falls as well. Noob going to pop his buyback as Vuka catches on the Tinko with the help of Lasso. Can they take down Sumail? Sumail also has buyback at the ready if need be, but they're taking down the Terrorblade who's dropping so low. They'll eventually clean him up. GH gets the credit for the kill with the Hex as well as the Bedlam. And now the Pangolier looking to punish the Dark Willow, but Shadow Realm's out and GH is going to be fine for the time being. Refresher up, popped by the Pangolier. He's going to get the second Rolling Thunder through. Wait a second, nope. It's still the first one going on. Now he's going to get the second one going through. GH TP's in. Could be in some trouble. They try and take him down. They're trying to take down the Dark Willow here. They are going to succeed. No buyback for GH. But the Terrorblade doesn't have his buyback either. He popped the BKB. He's trying to stand his ground and fight, but he could get taken down here. Satanic as he mind fights Thunder's out. Tidal Wave. He's going back towards his outpost, but they get the Ghost Ship. The Ghost Ship first, excuse me. Ghost Ship's the name of the spell. Tinker's gonna fall to Bell's dead for 120 seconds without buyback. It's okay, finally something might be happening in this long ass game. The Kunkka could fall here, but he's got 40,000 gold. He's still got buyback. He's turning things around. The Terrorblade in some trouble and no Sunder available. They're gonna finally clean up the Terrorblade. White Spirit's dead as well. It's just the two supports. Well, scratch that. Just the one support up. The Elder Titan against the world. No glyph. Well, one glyph available. But I don't know what you get done. GG is called. 82 minutes in. NIGMA Galaxy will win out this best of 3. They're gonna go in and they're gonna destroy the Ancient instead of waiting for the GG timer to tick out.